Hello there, Bambi's here. B Diaries, welcome to B Diaries. And before we actually get started, because I know that this message is just not for me, it's also for somebody else, and that's why I'm putting it on the internet just so you know. So before we dive deep into today's subject, that I'm pretty sure you clicked on this video for a reason, I want you to go ahead and subscribe, especially if you feel like this is actually the type of topics that resonate with me, like with you. I meant, like, if that's the type of subject that resonate with you and that you kind of like to hear different perspective, or you kind of want to relate to, this channel is probably for you, because I got plenty more to talk about. So please feel free to subscribe. My subscriber count is, I just got started, so I would definitely appreciate if you can subscribe and like and comment too, because I would also like to hear your thoughts. So please do that. So at least I know that this type of content is resonating with you. So today's topic is a very interesting one. And if I gotta be honest with you, I am not excluded from that message. So please don't feel like I'm trying to preach or I'm trying to give guidance, because this message is also for me. I'm just deciding to share it, with the word out there. It's the message of your ambitions are the reason why you are depressed, are the reason why you are feeling the way that you've been feeling. And by that, I mean anxious, restless, sad, depressed, lost, confused. You're feeling like you are missing out on something and you are so behind. Your ambitions are the reason why you might be feeling that way. And I know that even from hearing that feels like, what you mean? Like, my ambitions, I want a better life for myself. I want a better job for myself. I want to see something different. I cannot stand the place where I live. I cannot be in this environment anymore. So what do you mean by my ambitions are making me depressed? I will get there. Just like you. And that's probably why we are here. I'm also someone very ambitious. And it took me so long to realize that the feeling of restlessness that I had and anxiety that I had was actually directly tied to the ambition that I had for my own life. And with a lot of reflections and a lot of journaling, I realized that most of the ambitions that I had wasn't really what I wanted, but what I thought I needed. And mind you, like, let's just do this, right? A lot of the things that I desired, and maybe you might also relate to that, was a direct reflection of what I was consuming. If I was consuming a lot of one type of media content, let's say being a millionaire or passive income, those things easily started becoming the things that I wanted in my life. If I was in an environment where people were trying to reach certain goals, like going to college and getting a degree and being a software engineer, those type of ambitions started as well being the one ambitions for me. And how I actually got to know that those were actually the reflections of my environment, but not really a reflection of myself, was recently. I was so burnt out, so overwhelmed. And I know that it's actually getting bad because I was getting so irritated, like even little stuff would just jump me off. And then I realized that, okay, something is happening here. And I start feeling my spirit telling me, Bambi, stand still. And I was like, how can you ask me to stand still? I gotta do this. Like, will my bills stand still? Will all the needs and all the things that I'm expecting, all the responsibilities that I have, are they going to stand still? I cannot stand still. I gotta work. And I push myself to work and work and work. And I finally crashed on my birthday, where on my birthday I just turned my phone on airplane mode, and I was just crying, 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 crying. And that's how I knew that my spirit was asking me, stand still. And it's within the stillness. And I can tell you that for a very long time, I didn't even know how I sounded. I knew how my ambition sounded. I knew everything that I wanted, but I didn't know how the girl inside of me or the woman inside of me sounded like. And there is no way that you can know what is in alignment with yourself if you do not spend at least some quiet time with you. And there's not going to be a magic of I'm just going to spend 10 minutes today and then I'll have all the answers. It needs to be a period of standing still. Like, okay, I'm gonna let go of this ambition of starting this store, of selling online, being a content creator, doing this, doing that, doing this, doing that. And let me just stand still so I can hear what my spirit is telling me. And that's at that moment that I start feeling like a process of being disconstruct of a lot of the goals and the ambition that I had was not really what I wanted, but what I thought I needed. And my spirit showed me something completely different, like, girl, this is not what we're talking about here. And that picture is still by the day getting clearer and clearer. And you know what happened too? Even though it was hard for me to admit it, my anxiety went down. My feelings of being all the time irritated went down in that period of stillness. Of course, I still have the insecurities and the uncertainties going on somewhere in my heart, but those feelings start going down and down and down, and the voice of my true self start rising up. And I don't want to sound, all holistic, like the voice of yourself. I'm not a holistic chick, even though I might look like it. I'm not a holistic chick, but truly, you can experience the voice of yourself when you decide to stand still. And I know that some of y'all out there got jobs, got relationships, got kids running around, and family and people around you. So it might be very hard. So what I'm asking you is not stand still, don't go to work. That's not what I'm saying. It's just like put away all these goals and ambitions of being someone and reaching out and that like just put that away. Like let's just put yourself in the shoes of someone that just doesn't know what's going to happen tomorrow, and stay in that position for 2 weeks. After that, please rate your feelings of anxiety, rate your feeling of depression, if they got better. And again, I don't want to minimize depression. I don't want to minimize anxiety. Anxiety and depression are real mental health concerns that should be addressed by a professional. I'm talking about the anxiety and the depression that is related to the ambition that we put upon ourselves. And oftentimes those ambitions are not even a reflection of who we are, but often a reflection of what we think we need based on the type of informations that we've been exposed to, we've heard, and we think that that's also the same thing that we want for ourselves. And if those ambitions are putting you constantly in a state of restlessness, in a state of gotta go get it, to the point that you neglect every single things about yourself, that probably means that you're not in alignment with who you are. Because there's no way that being in a constant state of restlessness and constant state of gotta go get it is the way to live this life. Your body is not going to sustain it. Your heart organ is not going to be able to sustain it. Your emotional health, all the ecosystem that can allow you to live in this earth is not going to be, that type of mindset and that type of lifestyle is not going to be able to be sustained by the constant need to thrive, the constant need to go get it, the constant need to, I gotta go here, I gotta reach out, I gotta da 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 da. There's just no way that is going to be sustainable. And that's how I know that it's not in alignment. So this is also, like I said earlier, this is also a message that is for me, for first and foremost, because I am not trying to preach here, but I'm also recording this video for me, and I wanted to share it with you. So since you reach out the end, I really appreciate you staying here for this little quick chat. And please, if this is a type of message that resonates with you, please feel free to like and subscribe, and even put the notification bell. If you put the notification bell, but if you don't, that's okay. But yeah, please like and subscribe, and comment if there is any part of this video that kind of stuck with you, like deep in your heart. So this is Bambi, and that's all that I got for you today. Take care. Peace out.